Name is Ikusagba Abimbola Adiola, and I'm a teacher of the management course or subject as we call it. I'm also a caterer, and I'm a singer, a gospel singer at that. So say that relationship has to deal with connection, association, and involvement between two or more persons. Why marriage has to deal with a man and a woman coming together on an agreement to journey a life journey together. Because life in marriage goes beyond the law that your parents do at home. That you start telling yourself, my marriage must be better. My marriage must be better. I won't do this to my own children. I won't do this to my own husband. I won't do this to my own wife, so to say. So I would say preparation for marriage starts at early stage. When you don't even know it, you say it.
That's a good one. But we live in an age, sorry, but we live in an age that if somebody of 5 years or 6 years is talking about marriage, the parent will say, kilo money, what do you know about marriage? You are still very young. Is that action, is it actually good? I mean, on the part of the parents.
On the part of the parents, wouldn't blame them for saying such. It's because of all these bad things that are going on here this time around. We see 5 years old boy with 5 years old girl trying what mommy and daddy does at home. So that of a thing do make parents to curb them immediately. They are saying it because they curb them does not mean that the children does not have their own idea of how their marriage should be in mind. But those things has to be in place in order to pull them, to chase them into doing the right thing.
All right, thank you so much. Now, to the audience out there, if you have questions or you want to share your opinions on the topic of this course, if you have any question for our guest, Ms. Ikusagba Abimbola, you can call the studio line on 08141326576. I call that again, 08141326576 or 07052292260, 07052292260. And the topic of this course is preparing for marriage. Now, Ms. Abimbola, when we talk about preparing for marriage, like what are those things one should prepare for?
Yes. Before you can think about marriage, then definitely you are ready to go into a lifetime course. Then you don't just go into a lifetime course thinking with your fantasy, with all things you have in your head, that this is how it's going to be. Number one thing you have to do with when preparing is to communicate with your spouse as a lady, and as a man to communicate with your fiancé. Talk together. Have these communications about how you want the marriage to be. How do you intend to have your own future family? Finances. How do you want to handle your finances? How do you want to rear your children? Who is to take the house chore? Who is to show that should it be on the wife alone? Should it be between the two parties? You have to sit down to talk about it. Talk about intimacy. Talk about intimacy, because there is, in a large sense of life, they said that ladies do not like sex. Sit down, talk about some things. They might not have done it before. They might have done it before. Just sit down to talk about a lot of things. There are a lot of things to tackle. There are a lot of family background issues to talk about, to deal with. Talk about your family. Two, let her be aware. Let her be acquainted with things that happens in your family. Let him be aware. Let him be acquainted with things that happen in your own family too. So don't just live in assumption. Talk. Create that atmosphere to talk about a lot of things to put together for your marriage.
All right, thank you. Now, you made mention of house chores. I was at a film location one time, and with some of the cars we were discussing, and I said that we had to sweep maybe we are to sweep the location arena that we used. So now, like, I was now telling the ladies, I said, you are ladies now, you know you are supposed to sweep the floor. That was how one of them flared up. But what do you mean? Are you not trying to say that it's only the ladies that must do the house chores? Is it only the ladies that must do the, what of the men too? Can't they also help in sweeping? I said, no, but at least I think that is the primary role of a lady. Now a lady should know how to do and to take care of the house. Please ma, I'm asking you, is my mentality, is it wrong? Or what should be the correct mentality that a man that is preparing to go into marriage should have?
I wouldn't say your mentality is wrong, because your family in which you came from already create a mentality into you.
Right.
So she too, she might be right in another aspect because of the family she's coming from. In her family, there might be duty, the way they share the duty at home. Maybe it's dad that does that, while mommy handle the kitchen aspect. That is the reason why I said you must sit down to talk together. In a family whereby it's the father that take care of such chores, while the mother handle the kitchen and some other aspects, the lady we expect his man to also do the same for her, until you both sit down to talk and tell her, in my own house, so my mommy does everything. The only thing my daddy do is to drop money, and I think I like that. And she said, no, my dad and my mom do it together. So I'm suggesting we do it together too. So you don't have to talk and agree, be on the same page on this matter. Don't just assume because her mommy does it, she will also do it. Because she has gained and some things over the years. You can't just delete it out of her head just like that. So that's why communication is key.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Abimbola. Communication is key. Communication is key. So in preparing for marriage, we should take time out to discuss, to communicate. We should not leave anything to chance. We should now, on the part of a man, sorry that I'm asking you this question. When we're talking about preparing for marriage, we have men that they don't even know how to propose. Like, to propose to a girl. Like, would that be, can we say every man, at least at the age of 25, should know how to propose to a lady? Or what are those things that could be scaring a man off? This might liberate a man out there that is listening to this program now. What could be those things that can be scaring a man off, that will not be able to open his mouth to a lady that, okay, oh, please, this day I want us to get married? I don't know, maybe you understand my question, man. So
yeah. No, I wouldn't agree with that no man can propose. Every man knows how to propose in their own unique way. The only thing that scares them away is things to put into place before proposal come into show. So many men you see out there that are scared to propose, they are not scared because of how to say those words, to choose words together. They can actually memorize them and say it. But the fear, there are some fear that's set before them. Fear of, can I take care of her? Can I meet up the standard of the home? Am I actually ready for this? All these things are the fear for not proposing. And on the other side, some have solved the fear of all those things. They have sorted out, okay, this is what I'm going to do to keep my home, this. But they are shy to say. They don't know how to, even having those words together, they still don't know how to say it. And like, let me just kneel down and, if you marry me, shouldn't be that way. At least you've been courting past 2 years, or let me say a year. So you should have noticed or seen something in her that triggers you to say, no, let's go to the altar straight away. So men just work together. Tell her things you've noticed in the past that make you choose her now for marriage.
Thank you. So my man out there, please don't be shy. Why should you shy? Come on, go right on. That's why you are a man.